Good morning and welcome back to Simplified Maths. Dear students, in the last lecture we have completed exercise 7.9 and that was based on the fundamental principle of definite integration. Okay, it was quite simple exercise. And the next one is also similar. Similar means a simple one exercise, that is exercise 7.10, and there is no new theory point is given before exercise 10. Now we will have definite integrals by substitution. This is the title given. Okay. In this particular lecture, we are going to do the sums of definite integrals by substitution. Substitution means there may be a trigonometric substitution or a regular substitution like t square, t cube, like that. Okay. So by substitution. Okay. Now, as I said, no theory topic is there. All the substitutions method are same which we did in the indefinite integration. The same will be applicable to the definite integral also. But only thing that new thing was what will be what the limits will be there a to b, and so ultimately we have to do fb minus fa, means upper limit minus lower limit. Okay, so today's lecture is only exercise 7.10. You will see how easy it is. Now all of you keep the textbook open. Sum number 1. Okay, the first sum, I from 0 to 1, integration from 0 to 1, x upon x square plus 1. Okay, so first thing you have to remember either substitution. They say substitution. Okay, okay, but I can use other than substitution also. That what is the derivative of denominator? 2x. Okay, so you can make 2x over here, no? So why to go for substitution? Even if it says exercise of substitution only, okay, but I will do divide and multiply by 2. So numerator would be 2x now, and upon x square plus 1 from 0 to 1. Okay, right. Now, which formula is here? What theorem, you know? F dash x upon fx. So answer is log mod fx, means log mod denominator. So it will be 1 by 2 log mod x square plus 1, right? And then from 0 to 1, 0 to 1. Okay, and now put upper limit minus lower limit. So I did this without substitution. So substitution method also I will show, because some problems will be such that you have to go for substitution. हर एक में ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि हो जाएगा. So we will do it also. First I put 1. So it will be log 1 plus 1 log 2, and its modulus removed because positive, and minus when you take 0, it will be log of 1. Correct? But log of 1 is also 0, because base is any base with log of 1 is always 0. So 1 by 2 log 2 is the answer. ये हो गया हमारा आंसर, 1 by 2 log 2. Okay. Now what their intention was to give this sum is this thing, that take a substitution. Now when you take a substitution, same thing, that their denominator's derivative you can arrange in the numerator. So assume that x square plus 1 is equal to t. Just say x square plus 1 is equal to t. Correct? Okay. And then take a derivative as usual. So इसका derivative क्या होगा? 2x dx is equal to dt, and therefore according to sum we need x dx, right? X dx. So what will be x dx? X dx will be 1 by 2 dt. Correct? Clear? But The most important step comes now, dear friends, that in the indefinite integration that it was not there. When you take a substitution, this is all we did in the up to 7.7, correct? But now once you are doing this, that means it is in fact the substitution method means a change of variable. Change of variable means now everything will be turned into t, isn't it? All sum will be convert in terms of t, means not dx but dt. And be careful, children, 0 to 1 limit is given for x, not for t. Clear? So you have to find the new limits. That's a new thing. You have to find a new limits. So what's the new limits? Okay. So new limits means lower limit is 0. You have to put here x equal to 0, then t equals to what? ये हमको रखना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? So also you just see that when you take lower limit 0 means x is equal to 0 implies, and put x equal to 0 in the substitution, then you have t is equal to 1, and upper limit 1. So x is equal to 1 implies put 1 here. So 1 square plus 1. So t is equal to 2. So now what are the new limits? 1 to 2. So be careful. अगर आपने गलती से limit change नहीं किया, then you will not get the answer. And hence, okay, your answer will be wrong. And one more thing, in the definite integration, either you take without substitution, with substitution. It's not like indefinite integration. Indefinite integration may what happen, if you change the method, answer also differs. Not all the time, but many times answer will be different by the different methods. In definite integration, you apply any method, answer does not alter, means remains whatever it is. ये 1/2 log 2 आंसर है तो 1/2 log 2 ही आना चाहिए. ओके, अगर ये गलत होगा तो यहाँ पे कुछ और आएगा, अगर ये राइट है तो ये सही में आएगा, ठीक है? नाउ सी, नाउ I is equal to integration. Now the new limits. So lower limit 1, upper limit 2. 1 to 2. Correct? Then x dx. So what is x dx? Half dt. Half dt. And upon the whole denominator is taken as t, x square plus 1. Correct? So t. Isn't it? So now 1/2 is constant. So only you have to integrate 1 upon t. 1 upon t integration is what? It is 1/2 as it is. 1 upon t is log mod t. And don't say plus c. And from 1 to 2. From 1 to 2. And now upper limit minus lower limit. Put the values. So is equal to 1/2 upper limit 2. So log 2. No modulus now because it's already positive. And minus lower limit is 1. So log 1, so log 1 is 0. So can you observe? You get the same answer, isn't it? 1/2 log 2. Clear friends? Okay. तो ये वाला method मैंने किया. This was their intention that you do the whole exercise with this method. ठीक है? But what I did the another method. I just directly arranged the derivative of denominator in the numerator. तो कर सकते हो ऐसा नहीं. And I feel this is more easier. But as I said, many problems will have compulsory substitution. Then you have no choice. You have to go for this thing. But be careful, whenever you take a substitution, don't forget to change the limits. Okay? If you forget to change the limits, you will be stuck somewhere in the problem and you will not get the final answer. Okay, dosto? Right. Suppose now we go for second sum, sum number 2. Right? Now the sum number 2, just see, integration 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2, and under root of sine phi, under root of sine phi into cos raised to phi cos raised to phi phi. So and d phi. So just to make us confused, they are using the angle as phi. Okay. Otherwise, usually theta hota hai, alpha hota hai, x hota hai. But be careful. Suppose in the exam, if they are asking with phi, don't change it to theta for our convenience, or don't change it to x. Huh? If they are asking in terms of delta, then use delta only. If they are asking in terms of phi, then use phi only. Don't change. और फिर ऐसा नहीं आर्ग्यूमेंट नहीं करना है कि भाई सर बिगिनिंग से तो चेंज कर दिया तो थ्रू आउट तो आंसर तो आ गया ना. नो, not allowed. Be careful. Okay, right. So now here what can be done? So here I can think of substitution. Suppose without substitution का अगर देखना है तो मेरे ख्याल से थोड़ा इसमें गड़बड़ हो सकती है. वो आई फील कि सपोज आप कॉस इक्वल टू टी ले लोगे तो साइन इक्वल्स टू वो आता है, लेकिन ये अंडर रूट है तो इट विल बी अ प्रॉब्लम. सपोज यू टेक साइन एक्स इक्वल टू टी स्क्वायर, साइन फाई इज इक्वल टू टी स्क्वायर, तो हो सकता है. ठीक है, क्या सब्सटीट्यूशन लेंगे हम? सी. And I will try to do without substitution also, or if possible, not compulsory, if possible. First I go for substitution. So I am thinking of this type of substitution. Say sin phi is equal to t square. The reason is to eliminate the under root quantity. When I put t square, under root will be gone. Correct? Okay. Now what is the derivative of sin phi? Derivative of sin phi is cos phi. And when you are when we say derivative is taken, then you know that you have to take in terms of phi. So it will be 2t into dt by d phi. So d phi will come this side. So cos phi d phi is equal to 2t dt. Hope you understood this thing. Okay, right? Now here is a cos raised to phi, means what power it is? Fifth power. And here is a cos raised to 1, so simply 1 power. So मैं क्या करूँगा? If I want to use this, I have to split it. Instead of cos raised to phi, I will put it as cos into cos raised to 4. ऐसे करके लिखेंगे. But before I write it, change the limit. Be careful. So change the limit. Now this limit 0 and pi by 2 is for what? Which variable? It is for phi. And now we are substituting t. So first you take lower limit 0. So now also when lower limit is 0, means let us say that phi is equal to 0, implies. Okay, so lower limit. So यहाँ पे 0 रिप्लेस करेंगे. So sin 0 will be 0. So t square will be 0 and t square will be 0. So t is also 0, isn't it? And when you put pi by 2, phi is equal to pi by 2. Okay, so you will have t square is equal to 1. And sin pi by 2 is 1. I just write this step, otherwise no need to write. And that means t is equal to 1. Okay, if you have a question that sir why not plus or minus 1? Okay, so the answer is if the lower limit is 0, then upper limit we have to take more than 0. Simple logic. Okay, right? So be careful. With the lower limit is 0, अगर स्क्वायर नहीं है और नेगेटिव आता है तो देन वी विल सी ऐसा कोई हुआ तो. अदरवाइज if square and you go for under root, then look at the lower limit and then take the answer which is more than the lower limit. Okay, right? So t is equal to 1. So what are the new limits now? Instead of 0 and pi by 2, now new limits 0 and 1. Okay, right? So thus, okay, you can say that I is equal to, before I replace all these things, let us split this as I told you few minutes back. This is 0 to pi by 2 under root of sin phi into this will be cos raised to 4 phi and into cos phi d phi. What's the intention of doing this? Now you know that cos phi d phi is 2t dt. Now what about cos raised to 4? Hmm? Cos you can convert in terms of sine, no? Isn't it? So that is equal to, just see. Now I put everything, new variable. 0 to pi by 2 will become 0 to 1. 0 to 1. Now under root of sine phi will be what? T. Now what about this thing? It will be cos square square. Cos square the whole square. First of all. Now what is cos square? Cos square is 1 minus sine square. Cos square is what? 1 minus sine square. Let me write it in the bracket. यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ cos raised to 4 phi, okay, is equal to cos square phi the whole square, and it is equal to 1 minus sine square phi the whole square. Right? Now according to this 1 minus sine square phi, so 1 minus t raised to 4 होगा कि नहीं? Because sine phi is t square. So sine square will be t raised to 4. So 1 minus t raised to 4. 1 minus t raised to 4 and its whole square is still there. Whole square. And into cos phi d phi. So cos phi d phi is 2t dt. 2t dt. Okay, right? Now, first of all, you have to expand this bracket and then open the brackets also. So it is 2t square 0 to 1, then it is 2t square into, इसको expand कर दो, so 1 minus 2t raised to 4, okay, and then plus t raised to 4 raised to 2, so it will be t raised to 8, okay, dt. Got this? And now first you have to open this bracket also. You have to open this bracket also. So opening this bracket, you will have 2t square minus 2 2s are 4, 4t raised to 6 plus 2t raised to 10, 8 plus 2, correct? And dt from 0 to 1. Now what you can do, you can apply integration separately also to each of these, or you can directly also do as you wish. आपको ठीक है, आपको जो भी करना है, या तो आप 2 कॉमन निकाल दो, जो ऑलरेडी था मैंने एक्चुअली अंदर ले लिया है, नो प्रॉब्लम, यू कैन टेक 2 एज इट इज़, जो था वही, एंड यू अप्लाई इंटीग्रेशन डायरेक्टली, और you take integration separately to this term plus this term plus this term, and then also you can apply that FB minus FA. ठीक है ना? ओके, राइट. सो एज यू विश. सो मैं क्या करूँगा, अभी मैं सीधा इसमें वैल्यू मतलब फॉर्मूला रिप्लेस कर देता हूँ. सो इट विल बी t cube by 3. सो आई एम राइटिंग इट ऑन द नेक्स्ट पेज. सो इट विल बी इज इक्वल टू 2t cube by 3, then next will be 4t raised to 7 by 7, and then it is 2t raised to 10, so it will be 2t raised to 11 by 11, and the whole from 0 to 1. Okay, whole from 0 to 1. Right? The only thing now what? Upper limit minus lower limit. Now it is easy because it is 0 to 1. So lower limit will be throughout all terms be going to be 0. Upper limit is also easy because it is 1. So is equal to what it will be, 2 by 3 minus 4 by 7 plus 2 by 11. ये upper limit हो गई, and lower limit is simply 0. That's all. And now you just have to take the LCM and whatever is the answer, just simplify and take LCM. I am not wasting time on it. Okay friends, clear? Right. So this is the way we have to go for the whole exercise. It's quite simple. All methods were there in the previous exercises. Okay friends? Right. Let's suppose I take the third sum now. Sum number 3. Now the third sum is integration 0 to 1 sine inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. 2x upon 1 plus x square dx. ठीक है? Now here I can think of the trigonometric formulas, that suppose if I take, let x is equal to tan theta. What? X equal to tan theta or tan t, whatever. So it will be 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta bracket. And that formula you should know that it is a sine 2 theta. क्या formula है? Sine 2 theta है, right? And so ये पूरा sin 2 theta हो जाएगा. So sin inverse of sin 2 theta, something simplified form, because inverse of each other and all that, right? Okay. So take x equal to tan theta, and then what it derivative is? Derivative will be dx sec square theta d theta dx हो गया. ठीक है, right? And don't forget to change the limit. Limits are 0 to 1. Change the limit. So lower limit 0. 0 limit is for x. So x equal to 0 implies, see, x equal to 0 means tan theta equals to 0. And tan theta equals to 0 means theta equals to 0. Because we have to find theta, not tan theta. So you know that tan theta is 0 means theta is 0, because tan 0 is 0. Clear? Then upper limit is 1. So x equal to 1 means, put it here, then tan theta is equal to 1. And tan theta is equal to 1 means theta is equal to pi by 4. Theta is equal to pi by 4. ठीक है ना? Okay. So now what are the new limits? Lower limit 0, upper limit pi by 4. So ये सब यहाँ पे replace करोगे 10. Thus I is equal to, now the new limits are, don't forget, 0 to pi by 4. Now this will be sine inverse of, now you can directly write, no one will ask how you have written, sine inverse of sine 2 theta, and into, what is sec square dx? Dx is sec square theta d theta. Sec square theta d theta. Okay, students? Hope you understand this. Correct? Okay. Now sine inverse of sine 2 theta, they are inverse of each other, so it is 2 theta. Here in integration we will not go for the conditions checking like we used to do in the inverse trigonometric function chapter and also in the derivatives. We never write directly whatever the answer is if they are inverse of each other. But in the integration we are not checking it because, okay, right? No need of it. Clear? Okay. So it will be 2 theta into sec square theta d theta. Okay, from 0 to pi by 4. Now 2 you can keep outside, and then theta sec square theta will be integration by parts, uv. Okay, uv formula. So uv formula mein theta belongs to algebraic function. You remember the LIATE, L-I-A-T-E. So A for algebra and T for trigonometry. So u is equal to theta. Okay, so this will be u and this will be v. 2 I can keep outside. Okay, and then apply integration by parts. Okay, so that I am writing on the next page. Okay, so it is I is equal to, now see 2 is outside, or if you want to keep 2 inside, no problem. Now be careful, uv formula with the limits. Now it is very important. इसमें आप गड़बड़ कर सकते हो. U as it is integration of u means theta as it is into integration of sec square theta d theta and from ये सब भूल जाते हैं from 0 to pi by 4 limits then minus integration of you know that formula uv du by dx, so according to that integration of theta, so d theta d by d theta of theta and integration of this is same, copy paste. Because this is coming first time in the definite integration, I am showing the steps. Every steps I am showing. So into sec square theta d theta and whole bracket over whole d theta from 0 to pi by 4. Okay friends, now what more mistakes you all children do in the exam is, here there are two integration symbols, correct? So where to put the limit? Remember and be careful, listen properly. You have to put the limit of the outer integration symbol, not the inner one. यहाँ पे लिमिट अप्लाई नहीं करना है. Be careful. This inside terms you have to first simplify and then when you integrate second time, at that time you will put the limits. Okay, understood? And also the first term also don't forget to write down the limits. So formula is same uv, but there is something to be take care. Okay, here also I have to take this bracket over because I have taken 2 outside. Otherwise you can keep 2 here, then remove bracket. Okay, is equal to. Now suppose 2 अंदर ही ले लो 2, then theta as it is, what is the integration of sec square theta? Tan theta, no? So 2 into theta tan theta from 0 to pi by 4 means the first term over minus integration of 0 to pi by 4. Here also 2 will be there because ये 2 मैंने यहाँ भी ले लिया. Now d by d theta of theta is 1. So this is 1. Sec square theta is tan theta. So just tan theta will be there and d theta is also there. Now curly bracket is also gone because 2 मैंने यहाँ पे भी ले लिया 0 to pi by 4. ठीक है friends? Right. Now in this you can apply the limits, upper limit, lower limit. So it will be what? 2 into pi by 4 into 10 pi by 4. Pi by 4 into 10 pi by 4 means what? ठीक है? Pi by 4 into 1. So simply pi by 4. And when you put 0, it will be 0 only because 0 tan 0. ठीक है? Right. Minus 2. Now tan theta is log mod sec theta. Formula you should remember, and from 0 to pi by 4. ठीक है? Right? So now this is simply 2 cut. So it is pi by 2 minus 2. Again limits here. Upper limit, lower limit. So log sec pi by 4. Sec pi by 4 is root 2. Okay? So log of root 2. Now no modulus required because root 2 is already positive. Now when you put 0, sec 0 is 1. Correct? Sec 0 is 1. Isn't it? So minus log 1. But log 1 is again 0 we know. So there is no need to write this. So it will be pi by 2 minus 2 log root 2. That's all. This is the answer in fact. But root 2 is 2 raised to half. And that 2 raised to half power will be coming in the further as a coefficient according to the property of logarithm. And so pi by 2 minus 2 into 1 by 2 log 2. The power half comes ahead. Now this 2 cut. And so finally your answer is pi by 2 minus log 2 friends. Hope you understand these things. Isn't it? Okay, right? So I have given you the starting of this exercise, dear students, and each sum method are already there in the previous exercises. So nothing new. But what new? Limits. So when you take a substitution, don't forget to change the limits. And what is the advantage? One more thing I remember, कि when you in the indefinite integration, if you have changed the variable, means if you have taken substitution, then what happened, your answer coming in the new variable plus c also there, and then we have to replace the original variable, है ना. सपोज कि भाई हमने टेन थीटा किसी को लिया हुआ है फॉर एग्जांपल, तो टेन थीटा जो भी है, सपोज आई हैव टेकन दैट x equal to tan theta is there. So here finally answer coming in terms of tan theta, then I have to take tan theta equal to x. Means you have to put the answer into original variable, है ना. So indefinite integral से definite integral is more easy, because by changing the variable, means by taking the substitution, the limits are also changed, and because the limits are changed, we directly get the answer, and so no need to go for the original variable, no need to change the variable into the given variable in the sum. Directly you get the answer. Hope you understand this thing. Okay, children, right? So, right now, my intention that before we meet next time, you just finish the exercise. Just do sums. I have taken all the remaining sums, 4 to whatever, okay, 4 to 10. And if any doubt, you are free to ask. Clear? But I hope there will be no doubt. Once you are clear with the substitution method, you can do it, I suppose. Okay? So, thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye bye.